Hi, welcome to the Bad Belly. I am back to talk about what happened when I went to my hospitals in the city today. We're not going to do both. I am way too tired and a little bit stressed out from my day. So, yeah, this really is not going the way that I thought it would. I thought I was going to come home and cheerfully sit down and do a post about how my gastro guy was like, "You're doing a fine job. Keep FODMAPing. Here are some tweaks. You know, see you next year." And nope, nope, that is not what happened. Now, I mean, he did say, yeah, great work with the FODMAPs, and for sure keep that going, and good luck with the challenge phase, which is what I'm about to come into. He also decided, though, based on everything, that he wants to go back in and have another look. It's totally not a big deal. I mean, it's just an upper endoscopy and then a colonoscopy. So I've done those before, which is kind of the problem, especially with regard to the upper one. Like, I've had a couple people say to me, well, you know, you're just going to knock you out and it'll be fine. And yeah, they're going to try, but it didn't work 2 out of 3 times. And the first time with the first procedure, I mean, there are little bits I remember, but I was so sick. Like, that was, I almost said do or die time, which is just like way too literal. So I don't remember that one. What I do remember, though, is when they came into my room one morning or afternoon, or I had no concept of time, so whatever, and told me that they were sending me back to him so that he could do it again. And I remember just the terror and the panic. I remember submitting to that really quickly, though. Like, it was almost a momentary thing of just everything I had, acknowledging how horrible it was going to be, but knowing that I did not have a choice. So, and that was, by the second procedure, I was pretty well versed in, I don't have a choice. So it doesn't matter how horrible what they wanted to do to me was, you just do it. So I do remember the second and the third extractions. We're not going to talk about them today. They were decidedly unpleasant. I talked to my gastro guy about it today because he's very aware that the Twilight didn't take. It's something that we've talked about. I was pretty open about it, probably too open about it. So we talked about that today, and he assured me that he is gonna do his damnedest to get me knocked the fuck out. He's like, I'm gonna use propofol, and I looked at him and I'm like, you used propofol last time. It didn't work. He's like, we'll use more. You do whatever you have to do. Just fuck. Like, I believe that he's really gonna try. I do. I know he doesn't want me to remember. But I have to get up onto that table again. Knowing that it might not work. And that I might remember all of it. again. So it's a bit of a tough day. And I know I shouldn't whine. I know I shouldn't complain. I know it could be a ton worse. It's just a stupid endoscope thing, right? But, see, I relive the other ones. I relive them a lot. And, I don't want to add to it. Like, there's enough there already. And it's funny because I went back to my hospital. Not where my procedures were done, but where I was actually living. And a couple of my nurses commented on that. And they were step-down nurses, so. Right. They're like, yeah, you don't want to. It's good. It's good. Stuff you don't remember. So, and I mean, in the case of these two, they were with me through some pretty horrific stuff. So, but that wasn't the point of today, and I'm so tired I can't even speak without slurring my words. So, also my tongue is like this huge slab in my mouth, and yeah, so I mean, it was a mixed bag of a day. My trip to my hospital was terrific and uplifting and emotionally draining and crazy and everything it always is whenever I go back. But I really didn't expect this news from my gastro guy today. But I'm just going to let myself have, like, 24 hours. And I can be upset about it for a little bit, and then I've just got to keep going. We've got Halloween coming and lots of fun things to focus on and do. And then as we get closer to the 9th of November, I'm sure that the anxiety will start to on up again. Anyway, I'm sorry to keep this late. I know, because some of you have reached out to me already. I know you've been waiting for this, and I wish I had, like, the news I thought I was going to be sharing. But on the other hand, this is not a big deal from a physical health standpoint, I don't think. We're just working to rule stuff out. For me, the hard part is just coping with it psychologically, and I'll work through it. This is just the first little bit, the first few hours. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm just going to stop. But thank you so much for coming along for the ride, and I will be back very soon with more about the rest of my day. Cheers.